Okay. I didn't see that little button over there. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I am back after a little bit of a hiatus. Welcome to Java City Literary Lounge. I am your host, Sharon Blount, and I'm so excited tonight. I hope you guys will be just as excited as me. If you have not heard of this author before, come on in, get to know her, and you're going to love them. I want to welcome Natasha D. Frazier. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Well, first, before you do that, welcome to Java City. It's been a minute, so I'm a little rusty. So, welcome to Java City. This is your first time with me this evening, and I appreciate that you are here with us. Well, me, not us, me.
You, you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
thank you for having me. I am author Natasha Frazier. Let's see, I have been writing since 2012. I write devotionals, inspirational romance, and romantic suspense. Just released my 20th book, Love Between the Pages, as you can see right
Congratulations.
there. Thank you. Super excited about that. Just how far this literary journey has taken me. And you have supported me since the beginning with
Yeah.
you and your book club, Brab. So I really appreciate that. I live in the Houston metro area with my husband and our three kids. And let's see, outside of writing, I'm an accountant. I love reading. I love working out, swimming. I teach exercise classes, body pump and body
I
balance.
noticed
So
that.
life is pretty cool. So that's what I've been up to lately.
I was seeing a few of your posts, and I'm like, oh, she is getting. Oh, okay. And I was like, dang, I wish I was uh closer to join.
Closer.
Yeah, I need to get
If
motivated.
you are ever in the area, just let me know and come on out so you can hang out and work out
Can
with
you
us.
tell us? Can you tell the audience what is the name of the place, or is it at home? Can you tell us a little bit before we get into our conversation? Sorry.
Oh, sure. So I teach classes at Fitness Connection here in the Houston metro area at the Mission Bend
Mhm.
location and at Sugarland. I'm now a new instructor at Simply Enjoy Fitness, which is a new fit studio opening. Actually started this week. So just let me know if you want to try a class. If you're in the area, reach out, DM me, and we can get you passes to come on in and work out with us.
All right. Thank you for sharing that with us. Please go and support, excuse me, if you are in the area. It would be nice. Hey, that would be a good little thing to do as a book club and stuff like that. That would be
Yes, come work
something
out.
nice.
Yeah, talk
Yeah.
about the books.
Yeah. While you work out, that would be, excuse me, that would be awesome. I never thought about that. It just popped in my head. So thank you for
Mhm.
sharing that. And I am I'm sorry because all of a sudden now I'm coughing, so please forgive me. It always happens like that. So I cannot wait to start the interview with you, but I want to say something to you. And I was going to say it privately, but I want to say this publicly. When my life was crumbling, you helped me out. And I want to say thank you.
Oh,
Just thank you because you didn't have to. And I wanted to just to say thank you for your kindness. And you have always, I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
No problem. No problem. I was trying not to cry, but I always get emotional. But I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you. All
Oh,
right.
thank you.
Now, after
You've been
all that
awesome to me
crybaby
as well.
stuff,
So
it's okay. Go ahead.
I say you've always been awesome to me as well. So
Mhm.
thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate you.
yeah. I have all of your books because I remember I was thinking, I went into my Kindle and I'm like, wow, I have all of your books. And I remember, I was like, wow, I remember her. I didn't realize how long we have known each other and how long I remember when the first book came out. So to see you
Mhm.
flourish and be where you are now, I just want to say I'm super proud of you and congratulations to all of your success.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. So now, after I had Waterworks, let's get into this. Let's get to know Natasha and her books. Are you guys ready? Let's have a let's have a great time tonight. I'm a little rusty, you guys, so bear with me today. All right, let's get into the. Oh, you already did your introduction, so let's get into the first question. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. The At Last series celebrates love, faith, and second chances. What inspired you to create this world and the characters?
Oh, wow. So it started with Batch of Love. I started writing that book in 2020 during COVID.
Hmm.
And I come up with this storyline of the baker and her best friend and second chances because I love writing second chance romances. And it wasn't until I got into the last rewrite with the best friend Lisa that
Hmm.
I knew, like, I know exactly what, I want her storyline to be, because
Hmm.
even after I'd written that book in the beginning, I had went ahead and started writing the second book as well. So both of them were just like total rewrites. So once I really solidified Batch of Love, that's when we got Lisa's story, because I knew I wanted it to be a friends to something more, friends to lovers
Hmm.
romance. That's my first one. I always
Yes.
write second chances. Most of my books are second chance romances. And so I was really excited about giving Lisa her story of being in love with her best friend and not ever really realizing it. They've
Hmm.
been thick as thieves, a cliche term,
Yeah.
for ages, right? 40 years
Hmm.
old and finally realizing, like, oh, this is my person. And so I really wanted to explore that theme. I've
Hmm.
never written that trope before, so I was really excited about
Really?
writing in that trope. Mhm.
What when you started to write that and you realize you haven't written in that trope, and I know this is not a question on my list, did you have to do any research or did it just come naturally for you?
So I have read some books with that trope, but
Hmm.
for this story, because their story was so heavily kind of projected in Batch of Love, so we kind of
Hmm.
teased about their relationship in that story. It kind of helped to just kind of make the story grow on its own when I got to, I'm saying we, like, more than one person.
I
When
do
I
that too.
started writing love between the pages.
It's so funny. I do that too.
Just
It's
me,
all good.
just one
But when you're writing, it feels like you're about five people. So hey, I get it.
I
I get
I know.
it. All right, we're gonna go on to the next. First, I want to say hello to a few people who have showed up, and I gotta see if I can get into it. Okay, welcome Tanya Brown Rivers. Welcome Tiffany Jones, Lashonda. Hi Tanya, and hi Diamond. This is your first time here. Thank you for joining us. I just want to shout out. I always try to shout out everybody who joins us, and it's been a while, so thank you for coming on and getting to know Natasha Frazier. And let's get into it. Oh, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments, and I promise I will read them, and Natasha will do us a favor and answer them. Let's be respectful, and I say that for everybody. Let's be. She's not a spicy, spicy author. They're good romances. They're good girl romances, but they're not boring. They're not boring. But want to make sure. All right, here we go. How do Bachelor Love and Love Between the Pages connect in theme or tone? Are readers meeting familiar faces from your earlier work? And I think you answered some of that, but I'll let you continue.
Oh, yeah. So Ginger and Lisa are both new characters when we think
Mm.
about, like, some of my previous books. Like, they
Yeah.
don't show up anywhere. These are like brand new characters. And when I came up with the idea for Ginger's character in Batch of Love, so I knew I wanted her to be a baker and I wanted to be something different. And so when
Mhm.
around the time of COVID, like, I tried the keto diet, and that's where the inspiration for her baking
Mhm.
came from. So she does keto goods, paleo goods, so along the trying to be along the healthier side, something
Mhm.
different from what we normally see. So we wanted her to be like this, have this specialty in her baking, and so that's where her character came from. And with
Mhm.
Lisa, she has this love for books, love for romance, and with her parents owning the bookstore, quite naturally, it was her turn to take over in her
Okay.
mind and my mom as well. We knew that at some point she was going to take over the bookstore and start running the store. And so that's how we came up with her character. And for me as well, like the
Mhm.
love for books, the love for
Yeah.
bookstores, that kind of poured in a little bit into her character as well.
All right. I always like anything when you incorporate books inside of a book. So I always love it. I haven't done that yet, but I love when I read about it. It just makes it feel like a warm cup of coffee every time I read something like that. So I
Mhm,
enjoyed it. And I have read the first book, Batch of Love, and I have the
mhm.
second book, but I haven't gotten to it because I'm on deadline. But I enjoyed the first book. So I'm excited to read the second one as well. Hey, hey, Bernard. Hey, cousin. Thank you for joining. All right. So we're gonna, if again, if you have a question for Natasha, go ahead and put it in the comments. And once again, welcome to Java City Literary Lounge. We're gonna go on to the next question. The title, "At Last," feels symbolic. What does "At Last" mean to you personally, and in the context of the series? And that is the name of the series, you guys. At Last.
Oh, that's a good question.
Mhm.
So at last, just finally getting to that place where you've been trying to get to, finally getting to your destination point. And so within the context of Batch of Love is a second chance romance. And
Mhm.
so with Ginger and Brock finally getting their acts together and reconnecting and realizing that they still love each other and want to be with each other. At last, they finally get to experience the life that they thought they were going to have together many years before. And as for Lisa and Jaden in Love
Mhm.
Between the Pages, at last they're finally realizing that they were meant to
Yeah.
be, It's been
I'm
40, like
yeah, it's been 40
40
years. What
years.
took us so long? Yes. But when I
I know.
hear
So it's like that finally moment. Yes,
yes,
at last,
definitely.
finally, for sure.
Yeah, I when you said finally, I'm gonna tell you the two songs that uh when I read the first book and then when I read the premise
Mhm,
of the second book, there's two songs. At Last by Etta James. It
uh-huh,
just fits because of it.
mhm,
But then Cece Peniston, I'm not sure if you know who she is. She has this song, Finally It
mhm.
Happened. She's talking about love. And I'm like, oh, that reminds me of
Look
of
that song
the
up. I never heard it, just not know off the top of my head.
yeah, look her up.
Oh,
It's Cece Peniston. It's an old song. I think it came out in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. But it's happening. She's talking about love. And I'm like, oh, I gotta tell you that. So
it's not
I'm telling you now.
that
Uh-huh.
song?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I know
yeah.
it.
You just got to listen to the words. And when I went to go listen to it, I was like, "Oh, this goes really well with the second book."
Wow.
So I just wanted to share that with you if you haven't, excuse me, haven't heard it in a while. But the words match the premise of the book.
Ah, see, now I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to use that in a ad or something.
yeah. It will work perfectly. All right. On to the next question. Your stories often blend romance and faith beautifully. How do you balance spiritual growth with the romantic journey?
Hmm. That's a great question. And so, one of the things I think about when I'm writing my stories is that I think oftentimes we try to separate our love and the romantic journey separate from our spiritual journey when God is love. And so,
Amen.
why separate the two? And so, I believe that, we have to keep God along for the entire journey, for, everything in our lives, not
Hmm.
just putting God in this box when it comes to, trying to find
Oh,
my mate. So, a lot of times, we try to find our mate. We sit God over here. Okay, God, I don't need you for this. I can
hmm,
take care of this, but no, God should be a part of every part of our journey. And that's what I try to incorporate in all of my books. Like God can still be and should still be part of
hmm.
it because God is love.
Amen. But I also And I like I said, I believe I read all of your books except for the last one. I like that you incorporated
Mhm.
into the romantic element, but you also incorporate the love of God into the friendships as well. I like that you do that. You don't leave
Mhm.
any element of love of God in your books, but it's not overly. Sometimes you'd be like, "Whoo, girl," praying every two
Yeah,
seconds or anything like that. I'm not hating on anybody who does it, but your books are not like that. It's not pushy.
I
It's
know what
really
you mean.
incorporated. Yeah, it's really
It's
incorporated well.
funny you say
Mhm.
that. When I first started writing, there were like stuff I had in my books, and my editor was like, "Well, it's a novel. Like you're going to put people to
Mhm.
sleep with that, or it's too over the top." So it's really a fine line,
Yeah.
really, with
Mhm.
incorporating just enough to get the point across, but still keep the entertainment aspect
Mhm.
of it with people getting it. So it's
Yeah.
a fine line. So I really try to navigate along that line.
I think you do a wonderful job. And even when you went to the romantic suspense, you did that
Mhm.
flawlessly to me. I loved it. I had a great time. Again, it did not feel very pushy in your face, but it's in your face if get what I'm talking about. It was
Yeah.
done seamlessly. It didn't turn me off. It was a great that was a great series. I know that's not what we're
Oh,
talking about now, but I just wanted to let you know that it really it doesn't feel old either. It still feels very modern, and it flows wonderfully. So I just wanted to let you know that.
thank you. And the Four Kings are coming. I'm still
I was
working.
just
They're
about to
coming.
ask in a few minutes after this last question. I was like, "Ooh, hurry up and get to the last question," because I wanted to know. Look, she is telling caffeinated confessions. So we fans, we have been waiting for those books. So I'm happy to hear that they're coming. I'm excited. But even though we ask you all the time, like hurry, 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 I love for an author to take their time, even if it takes 2 years. I love that you take your time because the books come out more better when you guys take your time and do it right. But I'm
For sure.
excited though. I can't
But
wait to one
I'm
click.
the impatient one. I want it to be, because I do want to release them fairly
Mhm,
close together. So,
mhm.
but just know that they are coming for sure. I'm
Okay,
still working on
I'm
it.
excited.
I love my Four
I'm excited.
Kings.
Yes, I can't wait, honey. I'm gonna be one click, and I hope you come back and celebrate with Java City because I'm excited about
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, come on back.
Absolutely.
Your family, you come on back. All right. So again, welcome to Java City Literary Lounge. I'm your host, Sharon, and tonight we are with Natasha D. And we are talking about not only her new series, but we're also talking about some older books too. Go one click, just go look her on up. Go one click. And if you're not sure, a lot of her books are on Kindle Unlimited. When I tell you you're going to enjoy them, you're like, know what? I want to purchase these books. So you're going to become a fan of hers if you have not had an opportunity to read any of her books yet. Welcome, Jennifer Copeland. Thank you for It's Better Late Than Never. So thank you for joining us. All right, let's go on to the next question. Both covers, Batch of Love and I'm sorry, Love Between the Pages are simply cute and relatable. I would buy just because of that. I'm a big fan of illustration covers and I just love them. They look
Mhm.
adorable to me. Do you have specific vision for how you wanted the book covers to look? And they're behind her right there. They're so cute.
Oh, yeah, they are. For this series, I wanted the illustrated covers because I've
Mhm.
been admiring them for so long. And then with Batch
Mhm.
of Love, just with the story, I just felt like it will really be cute to
Mhm.
have the illustrated cover. And so that's what I told the cover designer. And that's what we went with. And when I saw, yes. And actually, with Love Between the Pages, they got it on the first try. This is the first
Oh,
mock up of the cover. And I
wow.
just absolutely love it. Yes. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. It's like, this is what we're going with. Love the cover.
Yeah, see, I
So
love
I've
when
been
that
admiring
happens. Yeah.
them.
Doesn't it feel good? Well, for me, I do most of my book covers, but when you go outsource your book cover, when book design. Oh, girl, I can't get the words out. But when they get it right, don't it feel good? Like you, we
was
here.
like, yes,
I love
vision.
when it's perfect. You don't make any changes. Yeah. So, but they came
Absolutely.
out beautiful.
Thank you.
They are so beautiful. You're welcome. And tell your cover designer she or he did a fabulous job on them. They're beautiful. All right,
Well,
we're
let
gonna
them
go.
know.
Great. We have a little bit of a lag, so I want you guys to know I'm not trying to be rude. If I interrupt her, because I personally can't stand interrupting people, but I want to let you guys know there is just a slight bit of a lag in our connections. So I'm not being rude, you guys. All right, let's go on to the next question. Which character challenged you the most to write and why? And that is in the last book. Oh, okay.
Oh, ah, that's a great question. Ah, challenge the most. Probably Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because Jaden and I have a lot in common. So in the story, so Jaden is a CPA. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
CPA. Jaden is
Okay.
also a writer. I'm a writer. And we have those things in common. And so a lot of the things that he experiences in the book, as far as his
Mm-hmm.
work life as an accountant, I mean, I've been through that. So that is real life.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Wanda, we wanted her, which is his mom, we wanted her to be the comic relief. So she was so fun to write, just injecting that humor at just the right time.
Yeah.
But I would have to say Lisa probably.
Okay.
However, I think that a lot of the choices Lisa made, I probably would have made
Mm-hmm.
because in the story, like Jaden offered to help her with her problem, but she
Okay.
wanted to be able to see it through on her own. And I
Mm-hmm.
would have made the same choice, most
Me too.
likely.
Yeah.
But she was probably more difficult than Jaden to write. And we wanted her
Got
to be realistic, and I still wanted her to be independent
got you.
and to work through that situation without trying to inject myself. Like, okay, Natasha, is this the point when you would be like, okay, no, go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
So
I
really
understand.
wanting to let her be her and not putting
Yes.
me in her
And
for
that's
sure.
so hard to do. And, I
Mhm.
understand what you're talking about because I often my editor like, girl, this is all you. Go back and get back into that character. I'm like, oh, okay. And you really, it's a fine line to make sure, yeah, I'm the author, I'm the writer, but I am not the characters. And so it's a fine line. Yeah, it's a fine line.
For
So I
sure.
understand. So we have a comment. Tiffany, Tiffany Jones says book covers definitely influenced me to one click. Yeah, I think that for everybody, even ones that you don't find attractive, you like, do I want to get it? Let me try. So book covers do matter. Our characters often, and this is from LaRonda, our characters often have, what does that say? Lessons for us. Curious how her characters slash writing books. Sorry, writing this book grew her. Sorry, you guys. You know I can't see well, and I got the computer far back. I apologize.
Okay. Okay. Read the question again.
Okay, because honey, I stumbled all over that. So let me start again. Our characters often have lessons for us. Curious how her characters slash writing this book grew her. Did this book,
Mm,
what? Yeah, that was a good question.
it was. How come with deep questions?
It was.
I think especially with Jaden's character,
Hmm.
I would say just learning to lean into purpose because a lot of times we make these plans for our lives um, and though sometimes God allows us to receive what it is we've been asking for, and when we get it, sometimes it may not be what we really thought we wanted. And for
Exactly.
Jaden was seeking purpose in the story. Okay, where am I supposed to be? Even though I asked for this, even though I
Mhm,
worked so long for this, is this the place where I really need to be? And so I think he made a really difficult decision
mhm.
within the story. And it's so funny because I'm kind of in that place now. But I think we really have to be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one thing about his character that I loved, is that Jaden was very intentional about his career path, what he wanted to do with the rest of his life, and why he made the decisions that he made, because he knew what he wanted the rest of his life to look like. So a lot of times we
Yeah.
have to ask ourselves, what do you want?
And do
And
you really want it? Yep.
yes,
Do you really want
so
it? Or
that's
yeah.
seems like a simple question,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually a really deep question when you think
Yeah.
about it. And that's something that I've been asking myself over the past couple of weeks. Okay, Natasha,
Mm-hmm.
what do you so, yes,
Me too.
that's
That
my
was a
answer.
great, yeah, it was a great answer. And thank you, LaRonda. That was a wonderful question. Great question. All right, we have one last. Oh, sorry, my screen. I keep forgetting when I don't touch it, it goes off. All right, one last question before we move into this game called Caffeinated Confession. So let's let me get this last question first. Readers love series. I'm sorry. What message or you hope readers take away after finishing Love Between the Pages?
Ooh.
Okay.
So I always want readers to feel like they're just wrapped in this like cozy blanket, like drinking their favorite warm drink. But with any of my stories, I always want readers to
Mhm,
walk away just after reading what the character experienced, knowing that whether or not their situation is similar, or they're, walking a similar path as the
mhm,
character, but just knowing that God can see them through whatever it is they're going through. Because again, I think so many times we limit God to, whatever we feel like he can handle, right?
mhm.
But God is a big God. And so just knowing that whatever it is, okay, if God can get that character through that, yes, fiction, but it's just a reminder that yes, he can get me through it too. And that's the message that I want readers to get after everything that they read of mine.
Definitely. Thank you. I have to say, when I was going through the really tough patch of my life about 7, 8 years ago, when I had a moment, I was able to read your books. And when I tell you, so even though at that time I wasn't going through what the character was going through, it still gave me hope. And I'm like, okay, let me keep praying, let me quit crying, and I'm not the only one going through something. Even though the character was fictional, it still gave me, sorry, it still gave me hope. So your books do that. I just wanted to let you know. Sometimes you kind of forget that until you talk. So your message uh, does come through, and it does help, even though
Good.
there's
Oh, I'm so happy
fictional
to hear that.
situations.
Thank you for sharing that
Yeah,
with me.
thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You are. Oh, sorry. You are very much welcome. All right. I have one last question before we get into the caffeinated confession game. So, readers love series that feels like family. Can we expect more books in the At Last world, or maybe a spinoff with supporting characters?
Okay, so right now the plan is one more book. So if you've read
Uh-huh.
Batch of Love, Ginger's assistant in Batch of Love,
Mhm.
Jessie, she is getting her own story, and it is a
Okay.
spinoff of the events that happened in Batch of Love. And I wasn't going to do one, but readers asked me about it. And when I was in a book club meeting, someone
Mhm.
asked a question. You know what? I think we can answer that. And so
Okay.
that's what that story is going to do. So yeah.
All right. Look at her telling caffeinated confessions, giving us some good hot coffee. All right. Thank you guys. We're done with some of the all the questions that I have down now, but we want to play a little game. And before you guys
Okay.
go, we have a giveaway. So I would like to excuse me. Natasha is giving a $10 Amazon gift card. So you have to give a number between 1 and 15. Make a comment the uh, in the comment section. Sorry, my son just I'm not get into anything. Just please put your number on the in the thread, and we will include. So the first person with the correct number or close to the number without going over, you will win. And thank you for joining us. Now let's get back into the game. All right. So this is called caffeinated confessions. You ready? But this is a clean caffeinated confessions.
Yes.
All right. So if
Okay.
you, I had to remember, I had some spicy questions before, and I said, "Ooh, no, 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 no." I had to go back and rewrite them. All right. So, girl, I said, "Wait a minute, no, you can't ask that girl that." All right. So if you, I'm sorry. So let's say the third book in this series, right? Are you could
Okay.
possibly could it be enemies to lovers or age gap? And what are your caffeinated confessions?
Oh, it's so funny that you asked that because it is actually enemies to lovers.
Ooh, oh,
Yeah, book
look.
3. Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
wow.
Yeah.
I like that. See,
They
look.
can't stand each other.
I love, those are the best ones when they can't stand each other because you know it's going to be explosive
Yeah,
when they get together. Right.
yeah.
See, look, didn't even know. So I'm happy I changed that that question because I had a whole different question for you. All right. So we're gonna go into a little bit of music. And if you guys you want to, you can join in and tell us your answers as well. All right. Who's the best singer? Yolanda Adams or Shirley Caesar? And let us know your caffeinated
Ooh.
confession.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say Yolanda.
Oh yeah,
I
who's
grew up
yours?
with Yolanda Adams. So I'm going to say Yolanda Adams.
Okay, these are your answers,
Mhm.
honey. They can't go wrong. So, all
Yes.
right. Now, we did the ladies. Let's do the men. So, who music moves you more? Donnie McClurkin, B. Winans. And let us know your
Mm.
caffeinated confession.
Donnie McClurkin.
Yeah, oh, his music is wonderful.
Mhm.
But I've grown up
Yes.
with BB Winans, so I like his a little bit more. But both of them are very much
Yeah,
inspirational.
they're both really good. For sure.
Yep. All right. So let's go on to TV show reruns. Now say like you are done writing for the evening and they have a great marathon on. Well, what you watching? Living Singles or Girlfriends? Let's hear your caffeinated confession.
Oh, that is so hard.
I know.
Um, Probably girlfriends. I loved girlfriends. I hated when they took that off.
Me too.
Yes, that
Yep.
just broke my
And then
heart.
it
Yeah,
didn't
love
end right.
girlfriends.
Yeah. And then it didn't end right.
Yes, they didn't.
Oh,
No,
they always do
it did
those
not.
shows bad. They always do those shows bad. All
I
right.
watched all
So,
of those. That was my
yep,
jam.
yep. Like Martin. I didn't like how they ended Martin either. Oh, drives
Mhm.
me nuts. Sorry, this ain't about me, but honey, those endings drive me nuts. That's why
Yeah.
I like happily ever afters. Like a tidy,
Right.
cleaned up. And that's and know what I never thought about it that until now. Why I love romance, those endings, those beautiful,
Mhm.
wonderful endings. All right, last question.
Yes.
Last one.
Closure.
Yes, closure. There you go. Last question. Are you ready? You know you can't
I
come
am.
to Java City Literary Lounge without telling us this. Are you Team Starbucks, Team Dunkin' Donuts, or Team Local Cafe?
Ooh, Starbucks. But I will say
Uh-huh.
there is a local bookstore here that
Hmm.
I absolutely love their oat milk shaken espresso, super, super
Hmm.
good. Lit Java. So if you're ever in the area,
Hmm.
Pearland, you got to check them out. They're really good, but they're so far from me. So if I
Gotcha.
am not going to make my coffee at home, I'll
Hmm.
go to Starbucks. But if I am over there for
Hmm.
sure, 100%, I'm going to Lit Java.
All right.
I'm pointing like y'all can.
I do that too, so don't worry. Don't worry. I'm team Starbucks as well. There is a oh God, her name, and I don't want to mass murder her name. I think it's Delia. Is it Flora or Williams? I'm going to get it, and I'm going to put her information in after we end. She has some really good coffee. She's independent coffee maker with her and her husband.
Really?
Her coffee is awesome.
Really?
When I tell you
Oh,
good,
I check her
very
out.
good. She's an author as well. And for some reason, I
I
keep
know
thinking,
the name.
yeah, okay, so you know who I'm talking about. Her coffee
Mhm.
is wonderful. And I definitely will make sure I plug her in with her correct name and the her brand. But her coffee is
Ah,
wonderful.
yes.
All right. I want to say thank you very much for joining me this evening, joining us. And before we end, I'm going to, and I seen the person who did it. And when I tell you they got that exact number, all right.
Oh,
And the
really?
winner, yeah, they got the exact number. And the
It must be
winner,
somebody who heard me before. I use that same number.
yes, and you, when I say her name, you go know. And the winner tonight is Tiffany Jones. You get the correct number, lucky number 8.
Tiffany must have heard me
Congratulations!
before.
Yes, girl,
That's my favorite
congratulations!
number.
Yes, congratulations. Please contact me with your email that is connected to your Amazon account, and I will forward it to Natasha. Congratulations. I do have one quick question for you. Can you please share with us, do you have a newsletter and how can they stay connected to you?
Absolutely. Visit my website, natashafrazier.com. There you can sign up for my newsletter, find out more about me and my upcoming books and all of my past works as well. So that's natashafrazier.com.
All right. Are you on social media? Can you
I
tell us if you
am.
are?
So I am Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So it's my name, Natasha D. Frazier. Facebook, author Natasha D. Frazier. Instagram, author underscore Natasha Frazier. So if you just type in my name, I'll pop up. I'm
All
there.
right. All right. Can you do us a favor after the video is generated on as Sharon Blount writes, can you put in your Lord's the link to your last two books, Batch of Love and Love Between the Pages, and your website so they can just automatically find you.
Absolutely.
All right,
100%.
thank
For sure.
you. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you very much for joining me or joining us here at Java City Literary Lounge. I had such a wonderful time. Thank you.
I
Even though I did a
know.
few
Thank
little hiccups,
you.
I'm a little rusty. I've been
Okay.
off for a
Thank
few months.
you.
I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Please don't be a stranger.
Oh, me
I keep
too.
saying we. I keep saying we, but it's just me. But we would love to have you back here on the show. And before I go, I want to say thank you guys for supporting me, for coming in and commenting and uh, actually supporting the authors in their journey and their books. I appreciate that. I know they do too. And remember, leave reviews. Reviews help authors keep on writing books and keep their love of writing going. So thank you very much. I know they would very much appreciate it. And one more thank you. If you would like to donate to what is the award's name? A Reading Warriors Awards. Please contact me and I will let you know how to do it. Just remember, every time you see an author sit in the seat, they are supporting the awards. So I appreciate everybody who sits here this evening. Have a great weekend and do it with not only a great cup of coffee, always do it with a book. Have a great evening.